All right, what's up, family? Y'all just thought I'd do a little silly video for y'all. Very pertinent as well, but silly. Watch. Y'all gonna understand what I'm talking about. Now, this is my '05 bike that I'm selling. For years, I always kept saying, oh, I'm gonna sell it this year, I'm gonna sell it this year, and every year I wind up saying, I'm gonna get another year in. But check this bike out. Nice bike, right? Let me tell you how silly people are in the world. I don't care what it is you're selling. I don't care what it is. Yeah, I had a little damage right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go to my videos called Blackout or motorcycle injuries and stuff like that. Where I showed you where I fell. But anyway, watch this. Let me show you how silly people are. I don't care what it is you're selling, right? I could take a picture just like this, right? Look at this. Imagine that's a picture, right? And I say I'm selling a bike. You know what dummies will say? Yo, man, how much for them tires of that truck in the background? Like, look, stupid. I clearly put the caption selling the motorcycle. Jokers be like, hey, man, I see that boat in the background over there. Is that for sale too? Look, stupid. I'm selling a bike. This is what people just love to be wasteful and wasting your time. Or they'll say something dumb like this. Hey, man, I see you selling a bike, but would you happen to have leather accessories to go with it? Look, man, I'm selling a bike. Even if I did put accessories out there, they'll want to say, oh, because I got the bike stand and stuff like that. So people will say stuff like this. I'm selling a bike. They go, how much for that bike stand, though? I don't want the bike. I just want the bike stand. Look, dummy, I'm not selling the bike stand by itself. What I'm going to do with it? But this is how people are. And then when you're selling something, y'all also know, when you're selling your car, you selling your bike, your boat, you selling something in your house, whatever it is. You know how people are silly, right? Let's say I want $3 grand for this. I'm because this is an old bike, but it's still in great condition. Let's just say I want $3 grand for this bike, right? If I want $3 grand, you know what? Y'all know what I gotta do. I gotta ask for $4 grand, 45, $5 grand, because jokers always want to try to go lower than what you are actually selling something for. So like I said, I don't care if it was your car. If you want to get $2 grand for your car, then you gotta ask for 3,500. That way, when now they can say, oh man, I want a deal. Because jokers always want to feel like they're getting a deal. So they want to say stuff like, whatever you asking for, they want to go lower than that all the dog on time. And then remember how you always got clown people also. They come with dumb stuff like this. Hey man, could I get the bike from you? I want to buy the bike from you. I got $500. Now mind you, let's say you asking for $3 grand, right? I got $500 right now. So I want to give you $500, and then I'm gonna give you $500 every week after that until I pay it off, okay? Hell no. Hell no, it don't get down like that. Because you know why? You know what'll happen if you're foolish enough to do that. And unfortunately, we got some people in the world that is foolish, that go for that. So 500 down, and then 500 every week. Okay, you know what's gonna happen? When next week comes for that person to pay you the other 500, they're not gonna have the 500, but it's not a total loss in their eyes. Know why? Because know what they is gonna have? They're gonna have something for you. It just ain't gonna be the 500. Know what they're gonna have for you? Excuses. That's what they're gonna have for you. They're gonna have excuses. And know what those excuses gonna be? It's gonna be something like this. Hey man, my daughter got sick, man. So I had to pay this medical bill, man. Yo, my landlord was he was tripping, man. I almost got evicted, man. I had to pay this extra money. Oh, yo, man, I got locked up, man. You know, I know I was gonna have that money for you, but yo, just give me another week, man. I'm gonna double up on the payments. So don't ever fall for the nonsense. Cause like I said, financing, heck no. You go finance, if you want to finance, then go to a dealership. Finance with them. Because see, they'll give you an ironclad contract where now it's going to mess you up. It's going to mess your credit and everything else up when you screw them over. But when you try to screw over a random person that's selling something, trying to say something good, when you screw them over, guess what? Who gets screwed in the end? You. You get screwed. You get a bunch of excuses from these people. So unless you get all the money in your hand, you don't go for that. And nowadays, you better make sure that money is real, not counterfeit. But yo, watch this. I'm gonna give y'all another story. When I first bought this bike years ago, when I first bought it in '05, watch this silly story I'm gonna give y'all. These bikes was 10 grand. I remember I went to this dealership in Bellevue, in Jersey, right? I went there and the guy gave me hell trying to get this bike. I got good credit, got the finance, got the money to pay for it. I told the guy, look, I'm willing to finance it, but I need this to be under 10 grand. The bike cost 10 grand. I said, I need to be under 10 grand. I said, but if I pay cash, I said, I definitely need it under 10 grand. If I'm paying cash, I need to get a good deal if I'm paying cash. Yo, this guy did all this hooping and hollering, talking about he got to check my credit and all this. I said, no problem, you can check my credit. I said, I'm not worried about that. So now he goes in the back, check my credit after he harassing me all this nonsense, talking about, hey buddy, people come here all the time saying they got good credit, but I tell you, I got to check it first because we'll really know once we check your credit. I said, my man, I'm not worried about you checking my credit. Trust me, I don't worry about that at all. I have good credit. Yeah, people say that all the time, but I still got to check. I say, well, go ahead. So he goes to check my credit, right? Once he go checks my credit, I kid you not, this guy came back from the back after checking my credit with a plate of donuts and said, hey, Mr. Spinks, we just checked your credit, man. Your credit is excellent. Hey, you can get anything you want in this shop. Anything you want. You could buy multiple bikes if you want. You want us to ring that up for you? I said, no, but that's what I told you, man. So now I said, like I said, if you get it under 10 grand, we got a deal. Yo, this guy sits me down with the paperwork, runs the bike up. It wound up being a high 15,000, let's just say $16,000. I said, yo, what the heck is you talking about? I'm not, you got the wrong person. That's not for me. So now he go, hey, what is the problem? He making all this noise, right? And they always keep an officer on site in that spot for reasons. I'm sure they got some valid reasons. But anyway, so now the officer even comes over. And like I said to the officer, he go, what's going on here? I said, look, only one you hear yelling here is him. How unprofessional he is and everything. I said, but you could cancel this deal with me. I said, you can either give me another representative or I'm getting up out of here, but I'm not dealing business with this guy because he clearly is a poor representation for this dealership at Bellevue on Washington Ave in Jersey. I said, he's a poor representation for, I'm not dealing with him. So now the guy starts doing extra yelling. Hey, what is the problem? I don't see, man. I said, whoa, just a minute ago, you was real nice after you checked my credit, came back with some donuts, some dry ass donuts and all this. Now you're trying to hustle me with the price. I said, nah, it's not happening. So now he said, all right, well, I'll tell you what. All right, let me go speak to my boss. I said, my man, I don't even want to deal with you. He said, no, but just give me another shot. Let me just go check with my boss. You said under 10 grand, right? Yo, I ain't dealing with him anyway. I'm still walking around the place looking at what other options I got with other bikes, even though I know I liked this one. This guy comes back anyway. Like I said, I am not dealing with him. This guy comes back, and now he said, hey, Mr. Spinks, we got it under 10 grand, just what you asked for. Come on, can we do the deal now? I said, like I said, I don't even want to deal with you. He said, hey, man, I just did all the extra work for you. I just got it under 10 grand, just what you asked for. Hey, we're going to give you exactly what you asked for. So I said, all right, let me just sit down and see what this guy talking about, even though I really don't want to deal with him. We sit down, and it proves my point, why I didn't want to deal with this guy. As soon as we sit down, I'm looking at the paperwork. Guess what he got? Remember, I said it's got to be under 10 grand. This guy shows me a paperwork that says $9,999.99. He took a penny off. But you let him tell. He said, hey, you said under 10,000. I got it under 10,000. Now, guess what? And when we do our paperwork, all the tax is going to jump it back up. But even still, just the fact that, yo, you playing with my intelligence. So I told him, I said, yo, like I said, I don't want to deal with you at all. And then by that time, one of his other representatives or his boss came out. And I told the boss, I said, hey, listen, this guy here, he's an embarrassment to your company. There's no reason for him being loud as he's being. You don't hear me in here being loud at all. And second of all, he is a poor representation for your business. I said, you will not get my business when you got people like this who represent your company. Now, I don't know what happened to that guy afterwards, but I know I went to another place. It was much further. But the other place where I actually bought the bike, sure enough, when I got there, guy took $400. He told me, if I promise to come through and I'm really serious about the bike, he'll hook me up. Sure enough, I got there. He get the same bike. He took $400 off sticker price, with no tax added, a solid price. Threw me in helmet, threw me in free oil changes, and a couple of little accessories he threw me in as well, like an extra tool kit he threw me in. See, now that's the type of person you want to deal with when you're dealing with business. But all these other nonsense jokers, you walk away from them. Let them keep arguing with themselves. Hey, like I said, ultimately what the video is about, when you selling something, you know the nonsense with people. When you're selling something, whatever price you actually want, you got to go higher than that. You got to advertise for higher just to get the price you want, because people love to be on unnecessary nonsense. Hey, but on that note, yeah, I'm definitely going to sell it this year. I've been saying this for 8 years. I'm going to sell it. But when I came down to these smooth roads, no potholes or nothing, I was like, oh, man, I got to get another year in. But I'm selling it, definitely. And on that note, peace.